Hi everybody, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface on the alpha for World of Warcraft's next expansion, Legion. Excuse the voice, got a filthy cold. It'll probably deteriorate throughout the course of the video. Now, I went to bed early last night because poorly sick, woke up this morning, decided to test out the alpha and went to Stormwind. And when I was flying around Stormwind, suddenly I got something which popped up on my screen saying, whispers in your mind and stuff like this, and suddenly my screen was changed. I had a buff on me for 30 minutes, it's now on 28, and I had a debuff on me. A couple of debuffs, one of them with 9 charges. And I also found this hotbar down at the bottom with these 5 abilities. Now, what this is, by the looks of it, is you are going to be able to fight for the Burning Legion. And apparently it's part of the pre-expansion event. So, how does this actually operate? Well, the thing is, you're going to start off really weak and then try and make yourself stronger by corrupting people. So these 5 abilities, your first one is Turn Ally, where you channel your player target for 10 seconds and it will remove one of those debuff charges that we have. You see, we've got those 9 charges. It'll remove one of those, but it will flag you as an ally of the Burning Legion for 15 seconds. Now, currently, I take 90% less damage, but deal 90% less damage. So every time the charge is removed, you go down to 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, etc. The next one is Hysteria, force people to fight. It'll remove a charge. The next ability is to illusionary one is to change into a target of your choice, hence why I'm a turtle. The fourth one is acting like a rogue's vanish, so if you do get attacked and you are in a tricky situation, it will get you out of combat, but it is a 5-minute cooldown. And then the final one, which we just saw, is to change yourself into a powerful Dreadlord. So I decided to go flying around Stormwind looking for a target. I saw one by the fountain here. I followed them towards the bank, got in range, and then started to channel. Now, when you're channeling, you've got to stay still. Don't move. If you move, you break the channel. And after 10 seconds, look what happens to the target. Boom! They suddenly lose a wad of health and they become attackable. But I was way too close to the Stormwind guards. And look at that. Debuff there. That's the debuff that makes you outed as a Burning Legion ally for 15 seconds. So my first attempt didn't particularly end too well. So what I did, ran back to my body, started to fly around Stormwind again until the whispers infected my brain. It seems to be a random thing. Attempted to do the same kind of shenanigans as I did before. Wasn't really learning about who and where I was actually turning players, but this time was fortunate enough to survive the 15 seconds. So what I decided was I needed a better plan. So I decided to try and pick on people. From afar. So I flew to a rooftop, stalked my target, and then began to channel them. I thought, being on the rooftop, I'm going to be in a position where I'm going to be a little bit more safe than usual. So I can channel them, just not move, and then run to the middle of the roof. The guards don't seem to be aware of me. Nearly get that guy killed, which is awesome. And there you go. You notice that the stacks are dropping off, and I'm suddenly down to 4 stacks now. So I continued. I even stalked targets into back alleyways. I'm not even joking here, folks. Stalked targets into back alleyways. This one here, just make sure that he gets a little bit away from the guard, and then start to channel. This guy's just like, what you doing, bro? What you doing, bro? Fully unaware that I am turning him to fight for the Legion. There you go, and he gets triggered. I just stand in the middle of the alleyway, wait for the debuff to drop off me before I decide to move any further. Suddenly, down to 3 charges of the debuff, and woof, off it goes. So here I am, last charge. I find myself an unsuspecting target, line up on the roof, nice and safe, channel them for the 10 seconds that I need to drop one of the debuff charges, And there we go. Look at this. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh my goodness me. Do not try and attack the guards. Do not try and interact with the guards. It'll end badly for you people. So I wait for the debuff to drop off. But all I really have to do now to change into the Dreadlord is just untarget the player. There you go. Now the ability becomes active. So I'm running around thinking, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? And then I think, fuck it. Fuck it. Jig Bonimo, jump in and woof. Suddenly turn yourself into a Dreadlord. I am the Burning Legion. So you use your own spells and abilities now, and you can just start to wreck stuff. Now, I do this really badly, because I'm just trying to group as many of the guards as I possibly can. What I should be doing is attacking players. That is really what you should be doing. You should be, look at that, I wrecked a player there. Absolutely wrecked him. He had to really get out of dodge, toot sweet, if he was to survive. So you can move, you're not rooted to the spot. I was just kind of like testing this out to see how it actually operate and function. But you have a minute before you die. You're in this form for a minute, and then you will and splat. You can't do anything to prevent that. That's just the way it goes. So my first sort of like attempt, so to speak, at a Dreadlord, not quite how I wanted it, because I didn't quite get it, you know, when I start to move, there you go, the 1 minute's over. So I go and do it all again, let the, use the abilities, let the debuffs drop off me until I'm down to the final one, and then turn myself once again back into a Dreadlord. But this time, even though I had a bunch of guards around me, I thought, look for players. That's the plan. Look for players. Look to see if there's any players. And the beauty was, I didn't have to go looking. People decided to come at me, brah, because they saw my huge Dreadlord form and decided to mimic it with that mimic ability that you get. You see, he's saying his name's Azbat, so he's actually mimicking me. He's not a Dreadlord. So I just turn on him and then just wreck him, because he's level 100. Done, get wrecked, bitch, bye. Another one tries the same trick as well, and wants to turn my beady eye onto this target as well. But this one's not fighting, and therefore he's not remaining in combat, so he just has to survive the 15 seconds, which is a little bit sad, before he carries on. You can tell which players are disguised as Stormwind Guards, because they will be flagged for PvP, as you can see the official player PvP flag on it. And then just attempt to wreck anything that you can. Really good fun, a minute blast, and I just absolutely adored it. One of the most fun things I've done in WoW for a considerable amount of time. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Fight for the Burning Legion. And I hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do get a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. Follow me on social media and Twitch for live streaming. Links, they're also in the description down below. And I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care, everybody. Bye-bye.